Oh boy, I sure do love Love is War. Wait a minute, is that a flip phone? In 2020? Yo, it's Dono, and something that's been bugging me for kind of a while now that I'm thinking about it, is that typically when you watch anime, they have flip phones. Why is that? Now, typically when you want to find the answer to something, you go to the source, and in this case, that's Japan. So, I did a little digging, and the answer is actually pretty simple. They like flip phones. That's pretty much it. Okay, so the answer isn't exactly that simple, but that is a pretty major factor. Turns out the older people in Japan like their simplistic technology. And I'm not judging, you can like whatever you want. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this flip phone fascination goes beyond just liking the product. And don't get me wrong, I think flip phones are awesome. I unfortunately was born at a time where they were becoming obsolete, and I wish that there was more modern technology installed in them, but aside from that, the entire concept is freaking amazing. Businessmen in Japan working around or more than 40 hours a week like them because of their long battery life. And I can totally get with that, because I hate it when my phone dies. Oh, and did I mention that another reason Japan likes flip phones is because they're pretty dang cheap? And who doesn't love spending less money? Durability is another thing that flip phones are loved for, and have you tried breaking a Nokia? Not even Ultra Instinct Goku could put a crack in that thing, okay? Overall, this is a prime example of the Galapagos syndrome, which, let me get my reading glasses, is a term of Japanese origin used in business studies to refer to an isolated development branch of a globally available product, which in English means something that's available around the world develops differently in this part of the world, or any specific part of the world. And yes, this is a nod to the Galapagos Islands and Charles Darwin and evolution, etc. Now, why am I telling you all of this? Well, the word in Japanese for mobile phone is
携帯
and the word for flip phone or Galapagos phone is
ガラケー
and there you go, you got to learn a little Japanese today. Now that we know why there are flip phones in Japan, we can understand why there are flip phones in anime. Even today. In 2020. Now I know what you're thinking. Dono, if the older generations like flip phones, what does that have to do with the younger generations? And those are the people we typically see as the starring or characters in our shows. And that is an excellent question. The younger generations are starting to move towards smartphones, but because old habits die hard and many people want to get away from social media and live a simpler life and kind of want simpler technology, they're still commonplace amongst the younger generations. But nowadays we're starting to see more smartphones in anime, so who knows, maybe the trend is ending. And of course there are a ton of other reasons as to why an anime can have flip phones as opposed to smartphones or vice versa, but ultimately, it's up to the people making the dang anime. It could be something like the animators are younger and they prefer smartphones, so they draw the characters with smartphones, or the production company, the studio rather, wants them to draw them with flip phones to make it more appealing to the audience. It's all up to them. But by now you're probably done listening to me ramble on about flip phones. So hopefully now you have a better understanding as to why there are flip phones in anime. But what do you think? Would you consider swapping in your smartphone for a flip phone? Let me know down in the comments below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, leave a like on the video if you want to see more content like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!